What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone for the daily news show, where we're going to talk about Yildiz being the number 9 or being tipped to be used as the number 9. That's the latest updates and an update on Vlahovic that got people in an uproar. So that's what we're going to talk about, because we know that we have issues creating chances, and well, a result of that is obviously scoring goals, especially against teams. Not especially right now, only against teams who set up in a low block. So a solution needs to be found. However, is the solution turning things around like crazy? Before we do that, as always, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel as always, and let's get into the talk. Okay, so Yildiz as a number 9. First off, I'm not even against the idea as using as a false 9, basically. Not number 9, false 9. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's not going to work, because I've not seen it, and that's how things usually go. I've not seen, there's no sample size where it's like, yeah, that's gonna work. So you always need to try things out. You know, that's a given. You know, you can have an opinion on it. I personally don't think it's the right idea to do, because for me, squad composition wise, it doesn't really make any sense in my opinion. My biggest fear is that, and again, this might be the media, you know, and this is not what Mota really is thinking. He might be even reading the news regarding this Yildiz false 9 thing, and it's like, oh my god, you know, what the hell is going on in the media? However, we're not creating chances. Vlahovic is not playing well in terms of like linking up, basically, because there's no chances really to finish a lot of them. My biggest fear is, or not one of the fear I have is that you can get into a situation where you try to change things so much that it gets worse. And with so much, I mean Yildiz is a false 9. And maybe, you know what, I'm going to keep playing McKennie because he makes runs. If you're going to overthink it, in my opinion, it gets worse. That's my biggest fear right now. I know we need to do something. That's just period. We need to do something. Everybody knows that. I know that. You know that. Everybody on this planet probably knows that if a team sets up low, we have no real idea how to break them down. We get the ball in and around, no, not in, around the box. However, we have nobody who's willing to pull the trigger. We have nobody who's playing that pass in between right now. We don't have enough runners in the box. It's all of an issue. It's all an issue. We get that. 100% that is an issue. When we talk about the number 9, the link-up play is not good. But I will be more worried no matter who was up top. I don't like if it's Vlahovic, if it's Milik, if Keane stayed and he was up top. If we were missing, or if our number 9 was missing chances every single week, and he got a lot of them, then I will be worried, and I will come on and be like, it's the number 9. Like, he's just not finishing his chances. Like, that's a massive issue. But I cannot be a hypocrite, because last season I was calling out Allegri for we don't create enough chances, and not saying that it's over for Mota. Time is up. You know, we are not creating chances. I'm not gonna go down that route. I'm not saying that. However, that was one of my points last season, where it's like we don't create enough chances, and right now we're not doing that. So for me, you can replace Vlahovic. I have no issue with that. If Milik is fit and he wants to play Milik, I have no issue. I just want to win. However, if we play Milik and we play against a low block and we cannot break them down, we have no ideas, Milik will not score goals. Milik will not score goals, and the excuse then cannot be, yeah, but like he's never gonna be a high-profile player, a striker. It cannot be that excuse, because right now, before the number 9, like really is the issue, in my opinion, it's how we get chances, how we create chances. That's the biggest issue right now, creating chances, and not so much finishing them. Because we didn't have a chance against Napoli, against Roma. We didn't have a chance. Like one weird shot from Vlahovic, and he almost scored from that. Other than that, we don't create chances. Against Empoli, there was a one ball from Gonzalez, and I came on and said you should have probably finished that, Vlahovic, because that's the only chance you're going to get. But other than that, we're not creating chances in these games. So I was just picturing Keane up top or Milik up top, and you can say he's more mobile, but we tried with Timothy Weah up top, who's more mobile, and we still did not create a chance. We still didn't look like a different team up front just because we switched to number 9. That was not the issue. The issue is much, much bigger. That's why I'm like, something needs to change right now. But for me, the biggest issue is not really the number 9 in terms of finishing chances. That will become an issue for me if we are actually creating chances and the number 9 is missing the chances. My biggest concern is right now, how are we going to get that ball in and around the box consistently in dangerous areas? Maybe we should move Koopmeiners closer to goal. Maybe Koopmeiners should actually take more responsibility in terms of taking shots, playing that final pass. Maybe we need to interchange Yildiz like this is suggesting. Maybe McKennie is not the answer. Yes, he makes runs, but what about a player who actually wants to play with the ball and potentially create something? Maybe these are the things we should be looking at more so than, okay, is it Yildiz? Is it Yildiz as a number 9? Or Gonzalez, should he play as a number 9? Like, these are the concerns for Motta, in my opinion. It starts much deeper than just a number 9. That's just how I'm looking at it, and we can have a debate on Vlahovic. We did it all last week, basically. I don't think he's playing well, actually. If you saw my ratings, I don't think he's playing well, in my opinion. I thought the Como game was good. I thought he was good against Verona, and other than that, I'm not impressed at all. I've said it. His head is gone when things are not going his way. Even though that Napoli game, I can see why a striker will lose his head. Because that's not a fun game to play as a striker. That's just the way the game was going. However, he's not playing well. So if Motta has a different idea, when he got subbed off at halftime, I was like, I'm perfectly fine. I don't think Weah has a solution. And if you then don't even switch it up, it's just the same idea, then he's definitely not the solution, nor is another number 9. It needs to change all around him, like he's been saying. Like, players need to start making more runs. Players need to take more shots. We talk about the stats. We take, I think only Venezia have a higher, how you want to call it, a higher distance, taking shots from a farther distance than Juve so far. We have one of the lowest XG, if not the lowest, or close to the lowest XG. Like, these are issues. These are massive issues. We go to Genoa. Genoa gonna set up in a low block. Now, I don't think Genoa has the discipline nor the players to do that to an extent the other teams did. However, they're gonna do that. They looked at those games and like, we play at home. If we just sit back and frustrate Juve, and maybe we get a corner here and there or a counter attack here and there, we catch them off guard, then Yuppie. If not, then well, a point is a point, So it's up to Motta now to find solutions. That's it. It's early on. I get it. We didn't lose. We look solid, and there are a lot of positives. But right now, that is the main topic, and that's something we should be kind of worried about, or at least talk about. At least talk about, and that's what we're doing. But Yildiz is number 9. Let me know if you think that's an idea. Could be. However, I think the issue is not really the number 9 right now. Not the main issue. It needs to start from around. How are we gonna get that ball to number 9? How are we gonna just create chances, not just for the number 9? And then I want to talk about, okay, he's not playing well, by the way, but right now I'm looking at those 3 games against teams with low blocks, and I'm like, I don't see how a Milik or a Keane would have saved us, or even a Gonzalez, number 9, would have saved us in these games, because we really struggle to get that ball in the box when teams sit low, But let me know in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will speak to you guys very soon. Keep in mind, no live show until next week or so, next post Leipzig game, so Thursday, because I'm a week away. I'm going to Spain, but I'm gonna put out my daily videos no matter what. But yeah, speak to you soon. Ciao.